have the question here. RC Limited, an unlisted company, not an NBFC nor HFC, had 9,011% debentures of Rs 100 each outstanding as at 31st March 2017. These debentures were due for redemption on 30th June 2018. Past journal entries for redemption of debentures. In the question, this is important. RC Limited. What kind of company is this? This is an unlisted company and it is not NBFC and HFC. So as per the guidelines that I have given in the previous video, this RC Limited company has to create debenture redemption reserve and also have investment. The dates are important. The date of redemption is 30th June 2018. And you have outstanding debenture. So this is the total number of debentures that the company has. Now we go ahead. As per the previous video, the journals required will be for creating reserve. So what reserve has to be created? The name of the reserve is debenture redemption reserve, and debenture redemption reserve has to be created at the rate of 10%. So it is 10 by 100 into total debenture. So what is the total debenture here? 9,000. This is the total number of debenture that the company has into the face value which is 100. So I think you get 90,000. So this is the amount of DRR to be created, 90,000. Then next you have DRI. DRI should be created at the rate of 15%. So 15 by 100 into debentures to be redeemed. Here debentures were due for redemption. So what number of debenture? Again the same number of debentures. So this is 9 lakhs, because 9,000 into 100 will give you 9 lakhs. So this is 1,35,000. This is what I get as DRI. Now the dates are mentioned here. So dates are very important. What is the date of redemption? 30th June 2018. But here DRR has to be created before the redemption takes place, and DRR is created out of the profit. So you have to take the financial statement date. So DRR will be created on 31/3/2018 because the redemption takes place after this date in the financial year 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. Right? So now we go ahead with the journal. So the steps for the journals are creating reserve, making investment, realizing investment, that means the same investment will be realized in number 3, then making payment to the debenture holder, then lastly you have transfer of DRR to general reserve. So here we go ahead with the journal. It is books of RC Limited journals. So here you have date column, then here you will have particulars, laser folio, this is the debit amount, and then you have the credit amount here. I'll write the debit amount somewhere here, debit amount, and then the credit amount here. So the first entry is for creating reserve, and we have already created the reserve here on the date 31/3/18. So we have 31/3/2018, and the entry, as you know, yes, it is surplus, that is balance in profit and loss statement to debenture redemption reserve account, and the amount we have calculated is 90,000. So here we go 90,000 and 90,000 here. You can write down narration here. Being the required reserve created. Then the next entry is for the investment. The investment will be done as of before 30th April 2018, and the amount of investment is 1,35,000. So we have the date here 30/4/2018. Investment is done, and and money is going out, so bank account will be credited, and the name of this investment is debenture redemption investment account debit to bank account. And what is the amount of investment made here? 1,35,000 here. So you have 1,35,000. Now, since the investment is done, now this investment has to be realized, and it will be realized on the date of redemption. The redemption is 30th June 2018. So we have the entry 30th June 2018. 30th June 2018. Same investment is realized, so we'll have the reverse of this entry. So we have bank account debit to debenture redemption investment account, and the same amount is being encashed here. So you have 1,35,000. Okay. Then after the amount is realized, the investment is realized, we'll move ahead to make the payment. So the redemption date again 30/6/18. For redemption there will be two entries, due entry and then the paid entry. You will be paying the 11% debentures. As you know, 11% debenture is a liability. Normally it is credit. Now you go to cancel this one, so this will become debit. So you have 11% debenture account debit to debenture holders account. And what is the amount you are going to pay? These debentures were due for redemption on 30th June 2018. I think the same nominal value, it is redemption at par. So the same nominal value, which is 9 lakhs. And the narration here will be being the amount due to the debenture holder. Same date. Now the amount paid to the debenture holder. So this debenture holder will become debit now. Debenture holders account debit. Money is going out, so to bank account credit. So amount paid is 9 lakhs here. 9 lakhs here. Same amount is here, and being the amount paid to the debenture holder. Now, end of the financial year 31/3/2019, debenture redemption reserve. So the same DRR which was created in the beginning, that 90,000, should be transferred to general reserve. So the your entry is since DRR is transferred, and here we have DRR credit here. So now we need to transfer, means we need to cancel this one. So we'll have the reverse of that. So here you have the entry DRR account debit to general reserve account, and the amount is 90,000, being the debenture redemption reserve transferred. So these are the journal entries under the method lump sum. Let's take the question number 2. On 1st April 2014, Brock Limited issued 8,009% debentures of ₹100 each at par, to be repaid at 5% premium in 3 yearly installments as follows. On 31st March 2017, 2,000 debentures. 31st March 2018, 3,000 debentures. and on 31st March 2019 balance debentures. Past journal entries for redemption. After reading the question, we understand that this question is redemption of debenture in installments. First, you got to understand what type of company is this broke limited, because this is important, because all the companies are not required to create debenture redemption reserve and also have the investment. Now, if you analyze here, it is written Brock Limited, so it's a public limited company, and nothing is mentioned whether it is listed or unlisted. So we'll assume that the company is unlisted company. Unlisted company. And all the unlisted companies need to create debenture redemption reserve. So here debenture redemption reserve required will be, as you know, 10%. So 10 by 100 into the total debentures. So the total debenture here will be 8,000, the number of debenture, and the face value is 100. So I think it is 8 lakhs. So DRR is 80,000, and this reserve has to be created before the redemption starts. So the first redemption that takes place is March 31st March 2017. So we have here 31st March 2017. Let's calculate the DRI amount. DRI, that means debenture redemption investment amount. Debenture redemption investment amount is at the rate of 15% of the redeemable value. So what is the value redeemed on 31st March 2017? It is 2000 debentures. So you got to take the nominal value. So the nominal value is 2000 into 100. I think it is 2 lakhs. So we'll give you 30,000 investment. Now we'll have DRI for 31st 3 2018. DRI, again this will be 15% of the amount that is redeemed in the year 2018 is 3000 debentures. So 3000 into 100 is 3 lakhs. So this will be 3 lakhs will give you 45,000. Then I think we have one more redemption on 31st March 2019, the balance debenture. Balance debenture, how are you going to calculate? 8,000, which is the total debentures, minus this 2 will give you the balance debenture. So here the balance debenture is 3,000 debentures. So DRI for 31st March 2019, DRI will be 15% of how much? 3000 into 100, that is the nominal value. So that is 3 lakhs. So we have 45,000. So these are the calculations for DRR and DRI. DRR has to be calculated only once, because this is calculated or this is created before the redemption takes place, right? So now journal, books of Brock Limited, and we are going to write the journals. And as you know the format, so I'm not going to write all those things. Particulars, date, particulars, debit, credit amount, laissez folio, all these things you know it. So the first entry, as you know, will be for reserve, and since the first redemption is on 31st March 2017, so the reserve should be created before the redemption. So the date for the reserve will be before this, that is 31st March 2016, and your entry goes like this: surplus, that is balance in profit and loss statement, debit to debenture redemption reserve account. And I think we have already calculated the amount. and the amount of reserve is 80,000 here. So this 80,000 will come here. 80,000 being redemption reserve created. Now next entry is for the investment to be made, and before April, so I would take any date you can take here in the month of April, so 1/4/2016. And since the money is going out as an investment, so this is debenture redemption investment account debit to bank account, and investment we have taken is here, that is 30,000, this 30,000, so we have here 30,000. These are the two entries we have before the redemption. Now the other entries will be on the date of redemption, and your date of redemption is 31st March 2017. So here you will have 31st March 2017. Now encashing this investment. This investment has to be realized, but let's check here. We have another redemption in the year 2018, and in 2018 also we have to make the investment. So it is always advisable not to realize this investment, so this investment will remain invested, so there will be no entry for realization of investment, right? So now we'll go to the next entry, that is payment to be made to the debenture holder. Yes, and here the debentures are repaid at 5% premium. That means you need to calculate premium for all these three installments. So here the premium amount will be 5%. 5% of what value? The nominal value. So nominal value is 2000 into 100 will give you 2 lakhs. Amount here will be 10,000, right? So you have the entry here for redemption, and it is 9% debenture, so you'll have 9% debentures account debit, and there is a premium with the redemption, so we use the word, yes, you know it, PRD account debit, that is premium on redemption of debentures account debit, and it is paid to whom? Debenture holder, debenture holders account. What is the amount to be paid? The nominal value and the premium. So 9% debentures will have the nominal value 2 lakhs. PRD will have a premium. So the total amount to be paid is 2 lakhs 10,000. Now next entry, same date will be the entry for payment. So this is amount due. Now we'll have the entry for amount paid. Paid to whom? Debenture holder. So debenture holders account will be debit, and it is paid, so bank account is credit. What amount to be paid? You know it, 2 lakhs 10,000. So again you have 2 lakhs 10,000. Right. After this we'll have the entry for transferring the debenture redemption reserve. So again 31/3/2017. What is transfer? DRR is transferred. So DRR account debit to general reserve account. Now what is the amount to be transferred? Here the amount transferred should be the proportionate amount. Now what is the meaning of proportionate amount? See, not the entire debentures have been redeemed. Only 2000 debentures have been redeemed. So DRR related to this 2000 debentures should only be transferred. So how do we calculate? See here. So proportionate amount is 10%, because we know the rate of DRR is 10%, into debenture redeemed, that is 2 lakhs. So it comes to 20,000. So one thing here we have DRR, which we have already calculated before the redemption. It is 80,000. So this 20,000 is transferred out of this 80,000, right? So now the remaining balance 20,000 is transferred, so I minus this one. So the remaining balance is 60,000. So this 60,000 is the remaining balance for the next two installments, right? Now we go to the next installment. So your next installment redemption is 31st March 2018. It is continuation in the same journal format for the next installment. Your next installment of redemption is 31st March 2018. Debenture redemption reserve has already been created, so you don't need to make the entry for that. Now we'll make the entry for investment, DRI. So we have already calculated what is the DRI required here. DRI required for the year 2018. So this is redemption in 2018. So DRI for 2018 is 45,000, right? But this 30,000 is still invested. This is not realized, right? You required 45,000. 30,000 is already there, which is still existing. So how much do you need in the year 2018? 15,000. So the new investment in 2018 is 15,000. So we'll have the entry for this 15,000, right? So you have the entry on 1/4/2017 DRI account debit 1/4/2017 DRI account debit to bank account. And what is the amount of investment we are making? The amount of investment we are making 15,000. So this will become 15,000. Now next, after DRI, you have the entry for realization, investment and cash. Now let's say again here 2018 you have invested 15,000, so the total investment becomes 45,000. But again there is another redemption in the next financial year 2019, and investment required is also 45,000, right? So you need again investment for the next financial year. So this investment in 2018 will not be realized, so there will be no entry for this realization of investment. Now we'll go on to the next entry, payment to be made to the debenture holder. There will be two entries. First entry is for amount due. So now let's check the entry for due. It is again redeemed. It is again repaid at 5% premium. So we have now here this amount is redeemed. So the nominal value is 3 lakhs. So what will be the premium in this case? It is 5%. So 5/100 into 3 lakhs. So the premium is 15,000. So the debentures will be paid along with the premium. So you have the entry. This is paid on 31/3/2018. It is paid on 31/3/2018. So your entry is 9% debentures account debit. And what value is paid here? 3 lakhs. So this becomes 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs amount is paid. PARD, premium on redemption of debenture, is 15,000. So this becomes 15,000. To debenture holder will be now 3 lakhs 15,000. So 3 lakhs 15,000 will be paid to the debenture holder. Now we'll have the entry for the payment 31/3/2018. You have debenture holders account debit. How much is paid now? 3 lakhs 15,000 is paid to bank account 3 lakhs 15,000. Then transfer entry. So the transfer entry will be 31/3/2018. It is what is transfer? DRR. So DRR account debit to general reserve account, and this will be transferred on what amount? This will be transferred on the second installment value, that is 3 lakhs. So it will be 10% of 3 lakhs. So 10% of 3 lakhs is 30,000. So 30,000 is being transferred. Now it is transferred from where? Again, it is transferred from the first debenture redemption reserve created. This is the balance. Now minus 60,000. Now what is left for the last installment? 30,000. Okay. So this is the end of the second installment. We have one more installment, that is the third one. Now we'll make the entry for the last installment, that is 31st March 2019, balance of debenture. That means this 3,000 has been redeemed. First entry is for DRR, but DRR is already done. We don't need to make the entry for DRR. Now next entry is for investment to be made. Now let's check whether we require to make the investment here. We have already calculated DRR for 2018, DRR for 2019 here. So in 2018 we have the total investment already done, 45,000. It is still existing, we have not realized, and the investment required for 2019 redemption is also 45,000. These two amounts are same, that means same amount needed to be invested, but this 45,000 is already there, so you don't need to make the entry for new investment because there is no new investment. So no entry for investment to be made. So we'll go on to the third one, that means investment realized. Now let's check. This is the last installment, right? So there is no further redemption. So this 45,000 which is invested should be realized now. So you will have the entry for realization of investment. So you have the entry, and this will be done on the date of redemption. So the entry will be on 31st March 2019. Money is coming, so you have bank account debit to debenture redemption investment account. And what is the amount to be realized? 45,000. So here you have 45,000. Okay. After the redemption, after the realization of this, now the next entry is for amount to be paid to the debenture holder. So we have here what to be paid. I think we need to pay the 9% debenture. So it is 9% debentures account debit, 9% debentures account debit, and it is paid along with premium. So PRD account debit to what? To debenture holder account, to debenture holders account. Now let's say here it is 3 lakhs the face value. Okay, it is paid at 5% premium, so will be 15,000 premium. So you have a premium of 50,000. 3 lakhs 5% premium, so will give you 15,000. So the nominal value of debentures paid is, nominal value is 3 lakhs, PRD is 15,000, so total amount to be paid is 3 lakhs 15,000. Now we'll make the entry for the payment to be made to the debenture holder. So 31/3/2019, payment to be made to debenture holder. So debenture holders account debit to bank account. And what amount of payment? 3 lakhs 15,000. So here you will have 3 lakhs 15,000, and to bank account is also 3 lakhs 15,000. Last entry we will make is for transfer of DRR. So you have DRR account debit to general reserve account, And what amount to be transferred? Proportionate amount. So it is 10% of 3 lakhs which is redeemed in this financial year. So that gives you 30,000. So the value here is 30,000. Now, so all the installments have been repaid. So this is the end of the journals.